Hello and welcome back to Segway Modelling Cafe, and welcome to this week's update, the last one for a little while because I'm filming this on, what day is it today? Sunday. Filming this on Sunday, and on Thursday I fly back to the UK for 2 weeks, which I really cannot wait. I just hope it's raining when I get back because it's flipping hot out here at the moment. I haven't seen rain for a long time, so yeah, that'd be quite nice. Let's hope it's a little bit cooler. Right, because of that, and I'm obviously going away, then weekly updates and modelling is going to finish. However, what I've done is I've filmed some stuff to put out while I'm away. One of them is actually on the 16th of May, my first YouTube video went up last year. So I've missed the anniversary. So what I've done is I filmed a 13-month and a week video, just looking back over the past year and a little bit to see, just talk about how the channel's evolved really. I don't really go into numbers aren't my thing, but yeah, the reasons why I started up this channel and all that kind of blah. So I hope you enjoyed that one. What I've also done is started a new quick project, and I started it yesterday, and it's this little thing here, Clear Props Key 51 Sonia in 144. I was hoping to see whether I could get it all done in 2 days, a proper weekend project, and they are both, because you get two in the box here, painted and deckled. Here they are. Aren't they small? Tiny. Slowed down a little bit because on, which one was it? I think this one, the green one, I just pushed the canopy down and managed to put stress fractures right all the way through it. So what I did is I sanded off all the framing, because they're actually a little bit thick, the canopies anyway. The internal detail is absolutely amazing. I just cannot believe how amazing they are. Yeah, the internal detail is just phenomenal. Shame you're not going to see it. But anyway, yeah, so I sanded that down. Luckily I got some canopy masks. This one actually survived. This one's all right. And yeah, as you see, painted and deckled. This one was going to be in the splotchy camouflage, but I tried the Molotov pen with the liquid mask and it didn't work, unfortunately, which is a real shame. But yeah, so hence this one's gone back to the grey with the white panels on. Nice scheme anyway. What I'm going to do a little bit later is I'm going to do a quick wash, seal it all in behind a varnish, coat, a little bit of detail painting, ties, things like that, and then they might even be finished. We shall have to see. But because the racing cars are on tonight and I've got to have an early night anyway, I don't think I'm going to get them finished. One thing that I've done on both of these is snap the tail wheel off, and I've managed to lose one of them, which is a nightmare. So I don't really know what I'm going to do there. They are tiny and they were moulded in integral with one of the fuselage halves, which I think that's a little bit of a mistake. I think they should have been separate. But anyway, that's just a tiny little complaint, because they are beautiful little things. I mean, you can see how small they are, but they are just amazing. The detail is phenomenal. There we are. That's those two. So I've been filming that. I'll maybe edit them when I'm on the aeroplane or at home, hopefully, and start getting some videos up. I've done the part one, so I'll bung that up, and what I want to do is maybe just make them a 1 or maximum 2-parter just to chuck them out there. That's going to be the plan. Right, yeah, on with the channel update then as well. The other day I released a clear prop video, so kind of inspired me to do those. Just my thoughts on the company, their projects, and why, for some reason, I think they're a little bit under the radar. That's just my feeling on it. but if you haven't seen any of their products, any of their kits, you really have to. I've done a couple of sprue tours already, and as you can see by those, they are phenomenal. So, and obviously I've done the i16. Just for some reason, they just seem to have gone under the radar a bit, and they're not that well known, but they deserve to be front and centre. So I did that video and put it out there. Right, project update. I've already blogged on about the little Key 51s. The F4 Phantom, I've kind of done as much as I can there. The weathering is finished. I put up some pictures the other day of some of the streaking on the belly and some of the oil work that I'd done, and some post shading. So that's all done. I can't do anything now really until the tailcodes arrive. Two options. One primary option is young Nige, friend of the channel, that's got the masks. I'm hoping they're going to be at home when I arrive. If not, I just need to try and badger him and get them to me so I can bring them out, because it's not just masks for the F4, there's masks for various other bits and pieces and other models I've really keen to get going with. So I'm hoping they're going to be there. But I have ordered a fun decal sheet from Merca, and that's on its way. So let's hope I get that before I fly back, because that's the backstop, and we can get that project finished. Yeah, it's all done. I just need to sort the tail out and then just glue all the dangly bits on, and then she's done. A couple of days work at the most. So that's the F4. That's the project update. Right, on with the news. Not a great deal, to be honest. Just two things to talk about. The first one is Italerri's 1/32 scale Mackie 202 Folgore that they announced. Looks like that's going to be out in August. So really quite soon. From some of the CAD shots that they've released, it's going to have a full engine, which is going to be really cool. And it looks highly detailed. I very much doubt it's riveted. So if I was to get one, yeah, I'd have to go and do that, which is going to be a bit of a pain. But it will look way better with the rivets. Certainly a model in that scale without rivets, I think, looks really bland. And interestingly, decals for the smoke ring camouflage, which again I think is a really nice touch, because not everyone's got an airbrush, let alone the skills to be able to pull that one off. So yeah, that looks really, really cool, and I'm hoping that's going to be really popular for them. I just hope that the panel lines are quite fine and refined. When you look at things like their Sterling and the Sunderland flying boat, the panel lines were, yeah, even bigger than kind of old new Airfix, if you know what I mean. And yeah, it's a real shame, because I would love to I really quite fancy that Sterling, but I would have to fill, for me, it's just me, I'd have to fill all the panel lines and do a complete rescribing job on it, and I'm not prepared to do that. But anyway, let's hope, yeah, that's nice and refined, that the CAD would suggest. And the other one is talk about going full circle and a Segway. The first model I did on the channel was the Academy F14A in 1/72 scale. And yeah, I talk about that obviously in my anniversary video. And they've just announced the B version, which is really cool. Now, Drew, good friend of mine, he knows his Academy F14s, and I think you could do a B from the bits in the box, and maybe even the D as well, because there's loads of different parts in there. So maybe you could have done that already, but if anything else, you know, you've got the instructions and the decals, and the box art, sorry, looks absolutely amazing. I love that box art. It's beautiful. So look out for that one. And that is pretty much it. So yeah, as I said, look out for the chat videos that I'm going to put out over the next couple of weeks. I've got an awful lot of stuff at home waiting for me, so maybe I'll do a bit of a kind of unboxing and just take you through what I've got at home waiting for me. Some books, hopefully a kit, maybe a couple, and some other bits and pieces. And yeah, my LED light for the bench has failed, so that's why there's a kind of some shadows and things going on here, which is a right pain in the backside. Doesn't actually affect the filming, but yeah, it means I've got to change all the settings on the camera and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's really annoying. I need to buy a new one of those. But anyway, that's that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and watch a bit of TV, and while I wait for the decals to dry on the little Key 51s, and then I might squeeze in another hour at the bench. I'll have to see. Anyway, there we go. Right, I'm waffling now. Thanks very much, and yeah, I'll see you in a few weeks. Cheers. Bye bye.